Good evening. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. Words by Robert Frost. Welcome to BMC English News Live. Myself, Marina Francis, joining you with the news updates. Today's news in detail. Bahrain justice system took a great leap. Bahrain yesterday expanded the scope of its alternative justice system to serve more people. As per the new decision, adult prisoners should no longer serve one half of a custodial sentence to become eligible for alternative punishments. As part of the wide-ranging criminal justice reforms, Bahrain's courts are now in a position to make much greater use of alternative sentencing, a government spokesperson said. The spokesperson further said the justice system will more clearly focus on the rehabilitation of offenders and their reintegration into the society, meaning all the prisoners in the kingdom are now eligible to swap their prison terms with community service, home detention, exclusion orders, non-contact orders, electronic tagging, rehabilitation programs or compensation. Courts will consider alternative justice upon receiving an application by the prosecution and being satisfied that the offender does not pose a risk to the public. Bahrain illiteracy rate reduced to less than 2.4%. Education Minister Dr. Majid bin Ali Al Nuaimi said that Bahrain has been able to reduce the illiteracy rate to less than 2.4% according to the annual Education for All report issued by UNESCO. Marking the International Literacy Day, the minister attributed the great achievement to the support of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, to the Education Ministry, which resulted in presenting Bahrain positively in the UNESCO's 6 goals of the EFA report, including minimizing the illiteracy goal. 95% of all traffic accidents are minor. Around 95% of all traffic accidents in Bahrain are minor, with 86% of them ending in mutual reconciliation, revealed a top official. Traffic Directorate Legal Affairs Head Major Khalid Bukais also highlighted that 40% of road users have switched to reporting minor accidents via the e-traffic app since services were launched on July 25th. A reminder for those traveling to Bahrain, compulsory PCR test on arrival on the 5th day and the 10th day after arrival. COVID-19 PCR test is required to be undertaken by all arrivals through the Bahrain International Airport on arrival on the 5th day and the 10th day after arriving in Bahrain. However, this does not apply to children under the age of 6 years. Appointments can be booked via the Be Aware Bahrain application. Payment made on arrival covers the cost of the airport test, the test on the 5th and the 10th day after arrival for a total of BD 36. Also another reminder, in Bahrain, unvaccinated individuals aged 12 to 17 years who have recovered from the COVID-19 are eligible to register for a vaccine 3 months after their recovery. They will have a choice to receive either the Pfizer Biotech or the Sinopharm vaccine. Bahrain Rehabilitation Center's new school year to start on September 12th. Rehabilitation and vocational centers and institutions will open on Sunday, September 12th for the start of the new school year 2021-22. Labour and Social Development Minister said that all preparations had been taken to accommodate 109 students with physical disabilities. The centers and institutions include Child Daycare Center, NBB Rehabilitation Center, BBK Rehabilitation Center and Sheikh Khan Al Farsi Center for Total Communication. The ministry said that parents have the option to choose in-person attendance or remote learning for their children at all levels of the COVID-19 alert traffic light system, taking into account the capacity of the centers. Out of 19,327 COVID-19 tests carried out yesterday in Bahrain, 88 new cases have been detected. Among 47 expatriate workers, 34 new cases are contacts of active cases and 7 travel-related. There were 128 recoveries from COVID-19. There is currently 1 COVID-19 case in a critical condition and 8 cases receiving treatment. 938 cases are stable out of a total of 939 active cases. Now we shall be back after a very short break.
All your favorite products under one roof in Bahrain at 27-year-old Megamart and Macromart. Bakery, fresh meat and fish, fruits and vegetables, sweets and snacks, ready-to-eat foods, dairy products, grocery or consumer goods. To have a wonderful shopping experience, please visit your nearest Megamart Macromart branch. Megamart and Macromart, full of goodness.
Welcome back. UAE allows entry of fully vaccinated residents from previously restricted countries. UAE permits the return of fully vaccinated residents with World Health Organization approved vaccines coming from previously restricted countries starting from September 12, 2021. Abu Dhabi Wealth Fund to focus on tech climate change after COVID-19. Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, the United Arab Emirates' biggest sovereign wealth fund, sees technology and climate change as key investment areas for its post-COVID-19 strategy, it said in its 2020 annual review. Abu Dhabi announces dirhams 500 fine for driving heavy vehicles in fog. A dirhams 500 fine and 4 black traffic points will be slapped on heavy vehicle motorists for driving during fog, Abu Dhabi police have warned. The Traffic and Patrols Directorate has advised all truck and bus drivers as well as owners of transport companies operating worker buses to abide by the regulation that aims to ensure road safety during periods of low visibility brought about by the fog. Saudi Arabia to build world's largest Lego F1 race car. Saudi Arabia will launch a world record-breaking attempt to build the largest Lego of a Formula One car ahead of the kingdom's first ever F1 race. The process will begin on September 15th. The Saudi Automobile and Motorcycle Federation, promoter of 2021 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, plans to use more than 500,000 Legos to create a replica of an iconic F1 car in Red Sea Mall, Jeddah. The last brick is aimed to be placed on September 23rd, Saudi's National Day, when Guinness World Records representatives will be on hand via live stream to record and certify the Lego brick built as the world's largest. France sees bird flu outbreak as virus spreads again in Europe. France has raised its bird flu alert level after a severe form of the virus was found among backyard poultry in the northeast, on top of cases in neighboring Belgium and Luxembourg, the Farm Ministry said on Friday. According to Reuters, the highly contagious H5N8 strain of avian influenza was found this week among ducks, hens, turkeys and pigeons belonging to a household in the Ardennes region, the ministry said in a statement. Moderna working on combination COVID-19 vaccine booster and flu shot. Moderna Incorporated said on Thursday it is developing a single vaccine that combines a booster dose against COVID-19 with its experimental flu shot. The company hopes to eventually add vaccines it is working on for respiratory syncytial virus, RSV, and other respiratory diseases as an annual shot. We believe this is a very large opportunity that is ahead of us if we could bring to market a high-efficacy pan-respiratory annual booster, Moderna Chief Executive Officer Stephen Bancel said during a presentation to update investors on its drugs in development. We believe Moderna could be first to market in this important new opportunity, he said. The company is conducting clinical trials for an RSV vaccine in older adults. Biotech to seek approval soon for vaccine for 5 to 11-year-olds, says Biotech. Biotech is set to request approval across the globe for use of its COVID-19 vaccine in children as young as 5 and over the next few weeks, and preparations for a launch are well on track, two of the biotech firm's top executives told Der Spiegel. Already over the next few weeks, we will file the results of our trial in 5 to 11-year-olds with regulators across the world and will request approval of the vaccine in this age group, also in Europe. Chief Medical Officer Özlem Türeci told the weekly magazine. She added final production steps were being adjusted to bottle a lower dose pediatric version of its established vaccine jointly developed with Pfizer. It is currently approved for adults and children over 12 years. US raises penalties for mask violations on planes and during transit. The Transportation Security Administration is increasing the penalty for people who violate the mandate to wear masks on planes and trains and other forms of transportation to help stop the spread of COVID-19. First-time offenders would face a potential fine of $500 to $1,000, and second offenders could face fines ranging from $1,000 to $3,000. The fine currently starts at $250 and could go up to $1,500 for repeat offenders. With that news, we come to the end of today's news updates. Stay tuned to BMC News Live for the daily news updates in English every day at 7:30 p.m. Good night.